Hi there! Today I want to show you some custom Care Bear plush that I made. I've been making custom Care Bears for, oh gosh, more than 20 years. And these ones I wanted to make for myself because I love Care Bears, especially vintage Care Bears, and I love the Harry Potter book series. Now, vintage plush Care Bears aren't the easiest to find. They were made in great quantities, but keeping in mind that was 40 years ago. These were made in 1982 and 1983, so they can be a little bit pricey or difficult to find if you're into customizing. Because I don't like to ruin ones that are really good looking, cosmetically these ones were less than perfect. Their original embroidered tummy symbols had holes and damage. So since a collector wouldn't be as happy with that, I figured these would be good to customize. The secret to making some really good customized mashups, and that's combining two different types or series of characters into one, is to really know your details and to really love your characters. I found that if you're working on toy series that you don't really care that much about, it's a lot more difficult to really push that little extra love and attention into the detail that only a true fan would really recognize. So for these little guys, first of course you have to make sure they're perfectly clean. The hair, the original hair curls on them usually were not very good. They were either really short or totally combed until they were fluffy, so you have to carefully remove the original hair and the original tummy symbol. Finding a new tummy symbol isn't as easy as you would think. I mean, from a creative point of view, I'll tell you right now, I would have loved to have put the original Patronuses of each one of the characters on their tummy. I mean, how incredible it would have looked to have a stag, a terrier, and an otter done in sort of a silvery blue, kind of like a spirity looking, kind of almost ghosty looking Patronus. Oh, that would have been great, but I wanted it to be embroidered like the original Care Bear tummy symbols, and I can't do that level of custom embroidery. So you have to go with what you can find, and there aren't a lot of craft stores around that sell Harry Potter embroidered patches that have to be also not only appropriate to the character, but also the right size. In this case, it had to be no bigger than about 3.5 inches by about 3 inches because it has to look the right size for the Care Bear as well. Then, when you've got the tummy symbol all cleared off the area and you've got an appropriate badge that you want to put on, the next thing you have to do is you have to mask off the eyes. I did that with painter's tape, and then repaint the eyes because, as you know, Harry Potter's eyes were green. And I also did the other two characters in their appropriate eye colors as well. And then when the eyes were all finished, including clear coating, of course, so they don't get scratched, you also have to replace the hair. That's not too difficult to do, and of course, has to be the right color and texture. Then I wanted to give them some accessories. Of course, they have to have a wand. I mean, that would be crazy if they didn't. So I got a weather-worn piece of small wood. These were actually collected off a beach. There's a small magnet on the back, and they fit in the character's hand. And if you don't like to see it with the wand in the hand, you can always just take it off. And as you can see, there's no real mark here. There's no Velcro, no loop, nothing that it could fall out of. It's just being held in with magnets. And finding the right accessories that are the perfect size, not too terribly difficult to find or expensive, and appropriate to the character, takes a little creativity, but it's not that hard. I chose a little book for Hermione and a small rat for Ron. This is Scabbers. Again, he's got a little magnet, so he fits right on his hand. And I made a little snitch for Harry. And so that's how you do it. All you have to do is just really want to make something, think about how you could do it, gather up the materials, and then just have fun with it. You'll get better as you go along, you always do. So that's just a little insight into something that I did for myself just because I wanted to, and now, obliviate.